Okay. Hi, Joel. So the question is, when will LTVI selections be announced?
Oh, they will. I guess all I can say at this point is I expect them to be announced over the summer. I'm not going to be any more specific than that.
Understood. Thanks, Joel. And then while we have you, I'll just ask more Viper questions. Uh, it just moved. Okay. What has changed between the partnership proposal solicitation in February and today's cancellation? If that's
Well,
something you can
we
share.
issued that partnership back in February. We based it on the results of the request for information responses that we got from U.S. industry. And based on that, we proposed a very particular structure for what type of agreement we would use and what the NASA investment would be and what the industry investment would be. And when we reviewed the proposals that came in, we just decided not to select any of those step one proposals. And we believe that there are different ways to structure a public-private partnership. And we're investigating what likely different structured approaches would be today.
Thank you very much. And one last question for you, Joel. Given the potential LRO end of mission as soon as 2027, is there a status that we can provide on Lexo, LRO's successor?
Well, I would say that Lexo is a study which is a reference concept for a potential successor to LRO, and it's in the pre-formulation. It's in the very early study stage. For example, we haven't yet taken it to a major NASA gate review called Mission Concept Review, or MCR. So I would say that I would say today it's in that pre-study stage, and we're still looking at trades of what such a system would do. And I personally, I will tell you, I think that Lexo is one particular way that's very responsive to the COCSAT recommendations of how an LRO successor could be pursued. But there are alternate approaches to that, and our study team is looking at alternate approaches also.
Thank you, Joel. Okay, Sarah, I've got a couple of questions for you related to the handheld instruments call. So I will read them and let you answer them in bulk. So the question is, first, why is it not going to be called in roses? And I lost the question. How will the community learn about the RFI, RFP since we're used to roses? And actually, I think those are two on those, if you'd like to answer them.
So the reason why we are not planning to do it in roses is generally where we go for science. And this call, we are basically looking to procure an instrument. We will already have a science team, geology team, and other scientists that are participating in the particular missions. And so what we're looking for here is just to procure an instrument and not a science team the way that we are with the deployed instruments. Those come with a science team. Here we are looking to simply procure the instrument so that our science team and crew can use it. And so that requires a different mechanism. For that, we will again be we plan to use an RFP mechanism for that, which is because unfamiliar to our science community, but is more familiar to other parts of our larger exploration community. Yeah, when those things come out, the RFI, the RFP, we will make sure that our communities know about it. We'll put it in the Lunar listserv and all of our other regular places, in addition to whatever SAM.gov or wherever else we have to announce it. We'll make sure that the community is well aware of what's going on.
I believe we can also do an announcement via Inspires, the list, but we'll investigate whether or not that's true. I know we're a little bit over, but I'd like to provide Sabrina a chance to answer the question she got in the Q&A tool. Will Escapade launch in 2025, or is that now looking like 2026?
So the most recent information I have, and I'll say that I'm not completely up to date on it, is that Escapade is fully ready to go. We're just waiting on the launch provider to be able to launch it. So the last I heard is 2025. I think it did slip some, but hopefully by no later than early 2026. But that's the latest information I have.
All right. Thank you very much, everyone.